I'm doing, finishing up 21 Day Fix Extreme Cardio. It's a 30-minute cardio session. She has you do a slight warm-up and a slight cool down. Other than that, it's basically 4 moves, I think it is. And then she has you repeat it a second time, and that's considered 1 circuit. And then she'll give you 4 more moves. You repeat it 2 times, that's 2 circuits, and then she has you do another one. So it's based on circuits. I think the hardest one is the last one, because you do squats to clean lunges, and then you do burpees. You just got done with fast feet hops the round before. So it's a really tough cardio. Anybody can do it, I will say that. It's just a mental game of making yourself go. Take breaks when you need them. 30 minutes, you're done. And I tell you what, I think I have burned more calories today than I have been on the elliptical, because when you're on the elliptical, you push yourself. And when you follow a video, they push you. And so I think I pushed myself a lot harder doing this program. And it went a lot faster because the fact of you're not just in your own head. You actually have something to keep your mind occupied. And by switching things up as much as she does by doing the circuits, you don't get bored. Where I was finding doing cardio at the gym, trying to stay on the elliptical or on the treadmill or on the bicycle, whatever it is, for 30 minutes, which is very difficult for me. I just couldn't mentally do it. And then because mentally I wasn't there, I wasn't getting the sweat, I wasn't getting the elevated heart rate. I'm drenched right now, absolutely drenched. Good morning, guys. Okay, I'm going to show you my breakfast. I'm going to try to do a full day of eating vlog for you. In here is 1/4 cup of dry regular old-fashioned oats, and I mixed it with 2 tablespoons of creamer, half and half creamer, and then a little bit of my sugar-free butter-flavored Maple Grove Farm syrup. That is my dog eating over there. And then here I have 3/4 of a cup of egg whites with 1 whole egg, and then in there you can barely see it, that is 1/2 ounce of cheddar cheese slices. I'm going to drink a scoop of this, which is Fallout. This is my recovery because I just did my cardio this morning already first thing. I can't do it one-handed. So I'm just going to add in a heaping scoop, 2 more water. Okay. So I really like this. I've never had it before up until a couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks now. But it's for muscle recovery, joint health, it hydrates, it helps with repairing your connective tissues. So, I mean, it does a lot for you. It has a lot in it. It was not the cheapest in the world, I will not lie. However, the flavor's good. I have candy apple. I am not sponsored by them, but like I said, it's no calories, no carbs, no gluten. It's wonderful. It's by Atomic. So I will drink that. Ooh, look how pretty it is. It's already starting to turn green. This is the supplements that I take. I'm going to take 1 of these. It's a Pearl Digestive. I'll take 1 green tea, it's 500 milligrams, 1 caffeine, 200 milligrams, 2 L-glutamines. I'm going to take a tablespoon of L-carnitine, 1500. That one's really good too. It's grape flavored. It's just a liquid, and I put it in a little tablespoon thing. It's really good. CLA, just for fat burning, and Omega Shred. I use this again mostly just because it has fish oil and stuff in it, so I like it. So this is my morning routine of what I take. This is my after workout. Normally I would drink a protein shake with it, but I'm going to save my protein shake for later on this evening after I do Pancakes. But anyway, let me show you the macros on breakfast. So this is where we are at for macros for breakfast. Again, it's old-fashioned oats, 1 whole egg, 3/4 of a cup egg whites, 1/2 ounce of cheddar cheese, and then 2 tablespoons of the fat-free 1/2 and 1/2 milk. Brought me to 397 calories, 17 carbs. I'll show you the fats. This is where I am at as far as 13 grams of fat, 17 carbs, 30 protein, and 3 sugars. So again, not bad. And this stuff here is pretty good. I can find Walden Farm every once in a while, but not all the time, so that's my go-to. Anyway, meal 1, done. So I'm a little bit behind on my meals today, so I'm going to go ahead and make up my steak for the next couple of days. I normally grill it, but today I'm not, so I'm just using some Uncle Chris's gourmet steak seasoning and have my top sirloin already on the pan. This does have salt in it, but it's mostly garlic and parsley. Let me see if I can tell you what the... So 210 milligrams of sodium, no carbs, no protein, no fat, no calories. So it's not too bad. 1/4 of a teaspoon is a serving. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some protein waffles real fast because again, I'm behind. So I'm going to go ahead and have real pancakes. So all I do is 1 serving of this is 1/3 of a cup. You want to hold it? So I'm just going to take my measuring 1/3 of the cup of dry and I'm going to throw it in the container. Just stay there, you don't have to follow it. And then I'm putting in 1 scoop of my Cellucor, and this one here is the cinnamon swirl. 1 full scoop. And then I just add water. Stir it up. And by the time I get all this done, then my waffle maker should be ready to go as well. You just want it to be the consistency of a regular pancake mix. So I just guesstimate on my water. I don't ever measure it. Spray your waffle maker, and then pour in your mix. Okay, turn it off. Okay, so here's the final product. I ended up getting 4 waffles out of it, and I put 1 tablespoon of peanut butter on there. Here's my steak. I'll eat it with my salad in a little bit, so I have it in Tupperware just cooling off right now. There's the waffles. And again, I just put some Jif creamy peanut butter on top, 1 tablespoon. The macros on that is 2 tablespoons is actually 1 serving, and I only took 1. So there you go. It's not too bad. So everything's in half. The pancakes again. This is just nice because it's 27 grams of carbs. So this is going to use the rest of the carbs that I do have for the day. I just used them on this. Again, that's only 140 calories, 1.5 grams of fat. And then my protein out of it, I got 25 grams of protein for 130 calories with my Cellucor Whey protein. And that is going to be my second meal, and I'm actually combining it with what would have been considered my second meal, because my second meal I should have had a turkey and avocado wrap, so that would have been my protein and my fat. So instead I'm doing protein and fat. Alright, pre-workout meal, 2 rice cakes with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter and sugar-free blueberry or blackberry jelly. Making my own little version of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's about 14 grams of carbs because I'm fixing to go do Body Beast build legs, so I need a little bit of the carbs and stuff to get me through my workouts. I'm gonna eat that right now and then I'm working out. Again, the same thing goes. I did this routine last week at the gym, and the pace that he goes is totally different than the pace I was going at the gym. And I tell you what, I want to kind of reflect for a minute. Tomorrow's going to be my day off. I have a 12-hour shift to work tomorrow at work, unloading an 18-wheeler, so I'm going to use it as my off day, and then Saturday, I'll do Friday's routine and then legs as well at the gym probably. Like I said, totally different weights this week as compared to what I did last week at the gym. I also modified a few things. The first thing we do is sumo squats. So instead of using a dumbbell like Sagi does in his program, I actually used my my Rogue squat section here that I have, and I used a straight bar with two 25-pound plates on it, and I did my sumo squats. I never went up in weight where he does go up in weight, so it's 15, 12, 8, and then a drop set of 8. Like I said, I just did 25-pound plates the entire way through, and I was perfectly fine with that weight. There's no way I could have gone up. It was complete burnout. It's also going to be a superset after that. You do alternating lunges, and you go straight into a step-up reverse lunge. That one absolutely killed me because I did do so much right before that at the pace. Again, 25-pound plates isn't a whole lot for me, but with the amount, the volume that he's having you do the reps and the speed that he's having you do the reps without rest really in between, it wasted my legs. So by the time I got to my alternating lunges, you're supposed to do 15 per leg, and then you go straight into your step up. My bench here is like a little bit higher than a regular bench as well. So I'm getting a lot more into higher hip flexor, high quad, hamstring, into the glute area. So I really feel that I'm totally targeting different parts of my lower body than I did when I was at the gym on a regular bench. Again, I just used some 15-pound dumbbells for the alternating front lunges. And again, it's just right leg, left leg, non-stop, 15 per leg. And then I went over and I attempted to use 12-pound dumbbells for my step-ups. And I tell you what, I could not keep up with the pace that he was going. It was just really taxing on my legs. I ended up doing the last 2 sets just straight up without weights for the step-ups. I was just gasped, and I even got behind and had to pause the computer because it was taking me double the time to get up, get down, and get into it, a safe back lunge position, and then back up with, again, the type of bench that I used. I think next week I will use my regular smaller bench because it doesn't have as much padding, so it won't be quite as wobbly, and it's not quite as high, so I think it'll be a little bit easier timing-wise to get up and down. However, again, I did kind of like having the higher bench because, again, it's targeting different areas of the leg than I have been targeting because, again, on a regular, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but on a regular bench, my foot would be about here. But on this bench, my leg is like here. So it's really targeting high, and then high here as well. Really great movement. Again, it was more like a burnout round for me than anything. After that, you go into what he calls a giant set. So you're going to do parallel squats, which is basically a standard width squat. He uses dumbbells. I went back and I used my straight bar again. It's an Olympic size bar with 25-pound plates. And then, so you're doing 15, 12, 8. Again, very, very little rest. It's almost non-stop, just go, go, go. So I did my parallel squats over there. And then instead of Bulgarian squats, which is what he's doing, I actually used my hack squat machine that I have that comes with my Body Solid machine. I utilized it, and I just did almost a reverse lunge into it, and the way that it hits it where it focuses more on the hamstring like you would if you're in a Bulgarian squat, and I was able to do a little bit heavier weight. Now with that being said, I went too heavy the first round. The first round I used 45-pound plates, killed myself, won't do that again, but I was just too lazy to go get different weights, and I didn't want to take the weights off of my straight bar and move my because there's not enough time. So what I did is the first round, I just stuck it out, almost died, finished that up, and then you go straight into straight leg deadlift. Again, I did mine different than he did. He has you get into a position to where you're almost facing the side, almost like you're going to do lunges, just dropping it down. And he uses a straight bar between the legs, and he'll just lean forward and then come up. And it's supposed to be targeting your glutes and your hamstrings. I chose to forego that movement and just do a one-legged deadlift. Instead, I felt like I got a little bit better workout from doing that, my personal opinion. But again, that's not what he does in the program. I used 15-pound dumbbells per leg on that, and again you're doing 15, 12, and then 8. The second time through though, I could not do another complete set of the 45s, so I actually went down, like way down, and I just put on 15 on each side, and again that was more than enough weight for me because the second and third round through, I basically just lifted up the leg that I was not utilizing and almost did a one-legged squat, so to speak of. But the way the machine has you do it, it's more like a hack squat position. So again, it's targeting more of the hamstring and the glutes because of the angle that your leg is at and how your body actually forces you to sit down into it like this more, where in a regular squat you'll sit more like this. So it's a little bit different angle. And then the last thing that he does is he does a giant set of single leg calf raises and then seated calf raises. Again, I don't ever do the beasts calves. I always do the three-way calf raises. Again, if you followed me, you know what it is. I talked about it the other day, but it's 10 this way, 10 with my toes in, and then 10 with my toes out. And then I just repeated that 3 times, and I'm good with there. So overall, I feel really good about today's routine. I think I need to play with my numbers a little bit more. I'm pleased with the modifications that I made, especially for what my focus is. And my focus right now is I'm trying to build. I don't have much time left, but I need to lift as heavy as I can in these last few weeks so I don't lose any more muscle. This morning, I did do my cardio, the 21-day fix extreme, so I'll put that on here as well. I probably already showed it actually. So I hope you enjoyed that little clip it. So my legs are taxed, man. I need a day off. And tomorrow's a high carb day, so I'm so excited to have carbs, bring it on. I'm about to go in, I'm gonna do my dinner, and I will show you what that is. All right, so dinner is gonna be half a cup of 100% egg whites and 1 whole egg. I'm just gonna beat it a little bit. And then I'm going to pour it in here. This is my steak that I made earlier. Here's the steak that I made earlier. I like mine pretty bloody, so, because when you recook it, it's going to cook it anyway. And then, so that's 4 ounces of top sirloin steak, half a cup of egg whites, 1 whole egg, and 1 ounce of marbled cheese. It's going to make a steak omelet, and that is what I am eating for dinner. I'm out of carbs, so
That's what I get. Protein and fat. Alright, that's the finished result. It is, like I said, just top sirloin steak, 1 whole egg, half a cup egg whites, and then 1 ounce of cheese. Here is your macro breakdown on it for today. So I am pretty much done for the day. So right now I'm sitting at 1,527 calories, 63 fat, 75 carbs. If you notice, I'm over a hair in carbs. So I'm over by 11 grams. I'm not too worried about that because it was a leg day. And I still have about 54 protein and 78 calories left. So I'm going to have an ISO protein shake here in a little bit. That'll send me a little bit over in my calories for the day, but it's okay. I'm going to take that as a win.